Klaus Schwab's WEF plans to censor the internet using AI. Klaus Schwab's World Economic Forum, WEF, have announced plans to moderate the internet by using artificial intelligence that identifies misinformation, harmful content, or anything else Klaus Schwab decides should be censored. The internet censorship proposal would require subject matter experts to provide training sets to the AI so it can learn to recognize and flag or restrict content that the WEF deems dangerous. The WEF published an article Wednesday outlining a plan to overcome frequent instances of child abuse, extremism, disinformation, hate speech, and fraud online, which the organization said cannot be handled by human trust and safety teams, according to Active Fence trustee and safety vice president Inbal Goldberger, who authored the article. The system works through human-curated, multi-language, off-platform intelligence, input provided from expert sources, to create learning sets for the AI machine. Supplementing this smarter automated detection with human expertise to review edge cases and identify false positives and negatives, and then feeding those findings back into training sets will allow us to create AI with human intelligence baked in, Goldberger stated. Daily caller report, in other words, trust and safety teams can help the AI with anomalous cases, allowing it to detect nuances in content that a purely automated system might otherwise miss or misinterpret, according to Goldberger. A human moderator who is an expert in European white supremacy won't necessarily be able to recognize harmful content in India or misinformation narratives in Kenya, she explained. As time goes on and the AI practices with more learning sets, it begins to identify the kinds of content moderating teams would find offensive, reaching near-perfect detection at a massive scale. Goldberger said the system would protect against increasingly advanced actors misusing platforms in unique ways. Trust and safety teams at online media platforms, such as Facebook and Twitter, bring a nuanced comprehension of disinformation campaigns that they apply to content moderation, said Goldberger. That includes working with government organizations to filter content, communicating a narrative about COVID-19, for example. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention advised big tech companies on what types of content to label as misinformation on their sites. Social media companies have also targeted conservative content, including posts that negatively portray abortion and transgender activism, or contradict the mainstream understanding of climate change, by either labeling them as misinformation or blocking them entirely. The WEF document did not specify how members of the AI training team would be decided, how they would be held accountable, or whether countries could exercise controls over the AI. Elite business executives who participate in WEF gatherings have a track record of proposals that expand corporate control over people's lives. At the latest WEF annual summit in March, the head of the Chinese multinational technology company Alibaba Group boasted of a system for monitoring individual carbon footprints derived from eating, travel, and similar behaviors. The future is built by us, by a powerful community such as you here in this room, WEF founder and chairman Klaus Schwab told an audience of more than 2,500 global business and political elites.